I'm excited for this video. I'm hyped. So, I'm going to make a top 5, and if I need to, I'm going to max it out at top 10. Because right now, we are at, I'm gonna say, close enough to the next, at least the spring update. So we're getting a test run very soon. And I really want to make an assumption and say, what are we going to get for the spring update? For myself, I'm going to, I normally don't do this kind of stuff, but I'm like, I've been playing this since day one, like, all the way back to 2008, I think it was. It's been 11 years. I've been here since day one. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's make a top 5 to top 10. Depending on how I feel, how long is this going to take. And let's just get into it. So right now, we are going to look back on most of the updates that are decent in spring. And then we're going to jump to November. I'm not going to do the middle one. There's just no point. Sometimes they don't make big updates in the middle of the year. So we're going to go from like game-wise update for spring, because that's normally what they update, and November on what I feel like is going to happen for one of the biggest updates of the year. We didn't get anything too big last year, so I'm not expecting much this year, but we're just going to go out and just annihilate on what we're thinking we're going to get. So we got this right here. And I'm like, you know what? Nah. We're going to make myself a little smaller. There we go. So, what we got in 2008, we didn't really get anything too exciting. So we're hoping for at least a test realm in April. 2010, we got a lot of stuff, you know? We got a lot of stuff. We got mounts, we got the crown shop, we got Grizzleheim, Bazaar Crafting. Not really, like, I don't think that's when that came out. Yeah, we didn't get too much. We got a lot of stuff, but nothing that really everybody uses. You know what I'm saying? We got some updates on certain things that are very helpful, but nothing really amazing, you know? So, if we were to do anything, okay? I would absolutely love for them, they do this every once in a while, and it gave me the idea. Instead of bringing bundles back for an event, why not put them as a crown item? You know what I'm saying? We haven't gotten a new house in a while. So instead of putting them into the housing items, why not feature them as a bundle? Like, you don't have to put the house, basically everything in one. You can add them as a item that comes out for like weekly. You have plenty of bundles. Plenty. Just choose one. Because they every once in a while throw in like throwbacks on, because last week they threw back the Sun Palace, and I think it was something else. I forgot what the other one was. They threw those back for a little while. So what I'm thinking is, if somebody wants it, I don't know if they still have the bundles out I'm talking about. I don't think they do. But you guys get my idea, right? So you don't have to put the entire bundle in. You don't have to put the pet, the mount, and also including the house. Okay? You don't have to do the entire one, because that would come out to be like 40,000 crowns, because that's how much it would be to buy the crowns for it. It would be $40. So my idea is they can throw back every great while the wand, the mount, and I'm going to say probably, I don't know, the pet, maybe? No, the mount, the wand, and the attire. Because some people like to use it. Look what I'm using. You know? I'm using, they consider it rare now, until it comes back as Packapalooza, the attire for the Ninja Lore. So that's one aspect they can use for the crown shop. You know, this is my number 5. Bring back bundles as a crown item and not online. Some people can't buy crowns online. The only way they can get access to it, because some people, if somebody can't buy something online, they can go to like GameStop, Walmart, Target, I don't know, buy crowns somehow and buy those again. Or if they haven't even received it, throw back as a nostalgia and allow people to buy it online, meaning through the crown shop. You're changing it all the time. You're removing things. You remove the packs to add more packs. Why not add the bundles? Number 4 is an insane one, okay? This is a little bit out there, okay? Some people are going to hate me for this, but think of my YouTube name, okay? The Real Panda. I want a world based off of pandas. You got a world, think about it like this. Penguins were going extinct for a little while before, but they made a world off of penguins and polar bears, which was Polaris, you know? Seeing pandas going extinct, why not a world off of saving pandas? Have it where a whole bunch of humans are taking down the species of pandas and go against those human beings, kind of like what we did with a whole bunch of different bad guys. For example, Malistaire, and go after those. It seems like a cool idea for me. They made Polaris very, very short, so they could do the same thing with the pandas. But at the same time, now that I think about it, you can also have a panda as a spell. A craftable spell, a learning spell, or even when they make a new world, the next shadow spell that they can have for balance, because pandas are balanced out. Why not make the spell based off of a panda? They could use the bamboo stick and just smack somebody with it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be kind of cool. Number 3. Okay, number 3. This one, PvP changes, maybe? So, I'm not a PvP person, but I have heard a lot of issues with PvP, okay? Major issues. I don't play for that certain reason, okay? one major spell that I really want fixed is Ifrit. They kind of nerfed it with the aspect of using a wand spell first with Daybreaker and Nightbringer. You can use a wand hit first and delay cast your second cast, but it works with other classes for one reason, okay? For my sake, as a balance, we don't have the ability to be like, you know what? Let's wand hit. You know what I'm saying? Think about a balance in PvP. What is the only thing we can mainly cast? Balance. Blades. You get what I'm saying? We cast balance blades. And if we were to get hit by an Ifrit, we have no way to attack. Let's say if we delay cast our second, or if a storm was to delay cast their second attack, they can blade numerous times, all the time, with storm, not really that, but you know what I'm saying, they're storm pierce. Where us, as a balance, because they can, all the other classes can use something that's not their blade. For example, let's say they use ultimate Shadow Strike. Okay? They're not using their blades. They don't have to use that. They don't have to use this. They don't have to do anything. For a balance, the only thing we're able to use is everything we can physically hit with. But then if we get hit by an Ifrit, we have to we gotta get rid of the weakness somehow, right? So if we were to use this, we're using every single balance blade we stacked up with. Down to the point where we only have 2 blades, 2 traps, and if we were to use Hex on one person, we're still using the Hex just like we are with the balance blade. What are we supposed to do about that? And then if we're going against somebody that's able to use everything in the book, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Ifrit doesn't need to be nerfed hardcore, but bring down the attack, or bring down the weakness, or bring up Ifrit's pip chance, or pip cost, up by like 1. I can't say anything else about that, but that's just my idea, okay? There's major issues with balance. It's one of the top most difficult ones to go against, but for myself, while learning, that's another thing that I could say too. Your idea to have where you can custom your match any kind of way you want, it's a cool idea. Especially if you want it as like guilds. Guilds would be completely and utterly amazing. There's some here's and there's, you know? There's some major problems I have with it. Because we can't physically make a custom guild, okay? We have the ability to have all these and have it where we got the cross. But what about having it where you can make, like, I don't know, you have something where it shows family for IRL family, if you want to just have it where you don't lose your family members, wizard or whatnot. Or if you want to make a family as like a role play kind of thing, you can have it as that as well. There's a house. I don't know what that's for, but whatever. I kind of feel like having it where you can have instead of all, or we can have all friends, ignored, blah blah blah. So if you were to make a guild, you can go to the whatever. However, if you don't have a house or one of your guild members doesn't have a house with a PvP arena, you can have a tournament. You can make your own tournament. Kind of cool, you know? Now, here's my last one to second to last. I don't know how to vary between these two. But it would be kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Be kind of cool. And this is another crown item idea. So, it's a spellment thing, okay? This is something I want you to understand. Just thinking about it's kind of funny. I want spellments to not be packs. I don't mind this idea where you get spellments out of packs, but I never want spellments to be its own pack. If it ever comes to that, it's going to break the game hard. Really, really hard. It's bad enough people with Deer Night or Reindeer Night, the only ways they can get that is either a holiday for Reindeer Night or something else. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. With this, it's kind of nice. You get a spellment for something really, really weak, like a frost beetle, leprechaun, scorpion, snow serpent, and dark sprite. Never bring it above maybe tier 3, which would be what again? I forgot which one it was, because I haven't been around that level in a long time. I think it was... Actually, yeah, Locust Swarm. I don't want to do any further than Locust Swarm or even Spectral Blast. Only because of one reason. If you were able to spellment Raw or anything around there, it would absolutely destroy anything in its path. Can I just say one thing? I'm gonna bring up my camera. Raw was my way, in most balances way, through Chrysalis, Polaris, and I'm going to say some of Mirage. And one other thing, while we're still talking about spells. Fix gaze, please. Just fix gaze. Either remove the damage aspect or increase just a little bit of our damage. Because, check this out, okay? We have Glowbug. It removes every single blade and still does 1,120. We have Abominal's Weaver. Does almost, I'm gonna say, if you were to max out both sides of the gaze, does just about the same damage, right? I don't have the myth one. Hungry Caterpillar does almost the same damage as Abominal Weaver. Cthulhu, the only reason why it's weaker is because you heal from it. But Gaze of Fate, I would say, is not worth it. If anything, make it where it's just one hit and bring the damage up to about the same as Abominable Weaver, but have it where it's random on what it hits with. For example, if it's going to hit with Storm, it could be higher. Basically, have it where it's doing Hunger Caterpillar and Abominable Weaver damage. Just have it where it goes from 950 to 1150. The 1150 could be the Storm, and just bring it down further and further and further down to about 950 if it's using like a life move. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the aspect where it depends on the situation. It just makes no sense, and nobody uses... A balance doesn't use gaze that often as the 100, where people abuse the crap out of theirs, where we gotta rely on raw. That's my way of talking about that. Now, this is my last one, and I'm sorry this is taking so long. I just want to get my point across and just talk a little bit. The last one I physically want, okay? I don't think anybody will agree on me. Nerf the final fight in Catacombs. I can't say anymore. I lost my mind 3 to 4 times going against it. I can't say anymore. When I talk about Devourer, I'm probably mispronouncing that. But when I say the name to anyone, they will not do it. They were like, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm not doing it. I've been in the Catacombs for a minimum of almost 2 months now, I think it was, since it's been out. I've been on that since then. And nobody wants to help. Look, I still have the quest. And I have only one max character. And I've been on this ever since. And I cannot beat it. There's just no way for me to beat it. Unless I had a healer, a storm, or a fire that can hit almost every round. And that's basically it. Or an ice that can heat a shield. I don't know what else to say. But either way, I'm also gonna max this out as well. I don't know when this came out, but this right here, this is an amazing thing. But one thing that would be awesome, absolutely amazing, because we don't get membership benefits, right, that often. In order to buy it, you would have to buy the membership, right? But what about a membership benefit elixir? This is my number one thing that I've wanted ever since I've noticed that membership benefits haven't been around that often. And for the people for my friends, I have 2 friends out of the 5 friends I have. 2 of them out of the 4 that play buy the zones. They don't want membership. They don't play that often. They aren't able to play that often. And they normally play like 2 times a week. Besides 1. But they play it together. When they quest together, they don't play it as often. They play it 2 days a week. So one thing I would love is a membership benefit elixir that lasts, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours. And if they want to do more, they buy more. And the reason why I got that idea is from the potions that you get out of special events. For example, this right here. This is what I'm talking about. If you can buy this, and while the scroll of fortune is around, you should be able to buy it. But if the membership benefit is out, just rip that out. Just rip it right out. Have the person ask a friend to gift a potion so that they hold it into their little pouch over here. You know? That's why it's here, right? If you gift it, then that's different. But I feel a membership benefit. And also, because if you were to buy a 50 elixir, you can choose between yes or no. Are you sure you want to do this? If you buy the 1 month, I had never seen it before. I've never really bought it before, nor do I ever want to, because I buy membership all the time. I have auto renewal. But one thing that'd be kind of nice is have something like right next to it, membership benefit elixir, and you can choose which one you want. So there's not like a dull pet, double gardening, blah 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 blah, down the list, you know. Have it where they can choose which one they want, and have it where there's like two, a 1 hour that's cheaper than the 3 hour, and have the 3 hour more expensive than the 1 hour. You can even put it out for 5,000 crowns if you really wanted to. It's technically breaking the game, but at the same time, the consumer will love it, and King's Isle will get money for it. You know? And if you really wanted to, if it's because it's the word membership is in it, for the people who have membership, could probably get like, I don't know, 25% discount when it's out. I don't fucking know. I just feel like it would be kind of cool. But anyways, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I've been speaking way too much, and I think my thing just lagged a little bit, but it's okay. But if you go agree on any of this, and you want me to do a better one, if you guys think there's better things I could talk about, let me know in the comments. I'm sorry that this took so long, and it sounds like I'm just reading off a script. I don't know. But there's some things that could be changed for the 12th year. I don't really know. But I just felt like there's some things I really wanted to speak about. It's coming close to the next update. And one of the biggest ones that I really wanted, or at least want, is a membership benefit elixir. I every time I was to garden and I ripped my garden apart, it always seems that they put out double gardening right after I pull it out. So I garden all the time. I don't like having to leave it there until the next coming double gardening, because I never know when. But once I'm like, oh, I see that they're at Elder, and I have so many plants I want to pull. I'm either debating, do I want to pull or do I not want to pull? Do I want to pull? Do I not want to pull? Because I'm always saying, once I pull that, they throw the event out right after. You can even ask all my friends. They literally say, you should have just held off. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enragers, out, guys.